Hello, everyone. So this is the podcast for the first assignment for the week of November 16 and 17. And so I need to go through some names with you guys. You've been working with this form, and that's called slope, intercept, form. This one's called standard. We haven't worked with it much, and we'll be working with it more later this week, but I just thought I'd give you guys all the different forms. Standard form. This one looks worse, but it's actually so much easier to use. This is the one we're working on today, and it's called point slope form. Okay, so how you used to, well, let's see. Up the homework assignments up through today, to answer this question, you would go through the process of using the slope-intercept form. And I'll do that, and then I'll show you the easier way to do this, or what this assignment is looking for. Okay, if it wanted your answer in slope-intercept form, this is the process you would have gone through. The first thing you did is you found the slope. And again, I'm advocating that I usually write one above the other to coordinate them so all the x's are lined up and all the y's are lined up. Then I draw this fraction bar, put the subtraction signs in. So I go 2 and a 4, so 2 and a 4, and then a negative 6 and 8, negative 6 and 8. So the top is negative 2, the bottom is negative 14. So then you have 1/7 as your slope. So your slope is 1/7. So then you go, okay, y equals mx plus b. You fill in the x and a y. I guess I like these ones better because they're both positive. It really doesn't matter. So then you'd go 4 is your y value. The slope is 1/7 times the x value, which is 8, plus b. Nothing reduces here, so you go 4 is equal to 8/7 plus b. Now you haven't done anything with fractions, I'm just pushing this to its limit, so I would subtract the 8/7 from both sides. To do this, I'm going to think of it as 4 minus 1 and 1/7. If I cut the 1 off, I'm at 3. If I got to take the 1/7 off, so it's 2 and 6/7 is your B. So your final answer, after all that, is y is equal to 1/7 x plus 2 and 6/7. Now again, I know you haven't done anything with fractions, and that's okay. Now, what I'm going to write in red is all you need to do. Here goes. You're supposed to write your answer in point slope form. The form goes y minus y sub 1 is equal to m x minus x sub 1. The things I'm going to underline in green are the things that you fill in. You don't fill in this x and you don't fill in that y. Okay? So what you've got is y minus, I'm going to leave a blank for what I need to fill in. I need to fill in the m, I'm going to leave a blank, x minus. And what I write in green is all you need to do. I said I liked this point better because they were both positive. The point is 8, 4. That's an x, that's a y. 4 goes where the y goes. The slope was 1/7, and the x value is 8. Put your pencil down, walk away, you're finished. There is nothing more to do. This is your final answer. That's it. The problem's over with. All this stuff in purple isn't needed. Well, I shouldn't say all of it. You had to do this first part in purple. You had to find the slope first. The rest of this purple stuff isn't needed. That is your final answer. Okay, so let's try another one. Okay, I'm going to write one above the other. 5, negative 7. So it's a coordinate. I'm going to fill this out. So I go negative 7, negative 1, 5, negative 8. That goes plus, that goes plus. So I have negative 6 over 13. That's your slope. So this is the pattern you're using. I'm going to write it without the information that I need to fill in. I'm going to leave blanks, in other words. Now what I'm going to fill in red, that's what you need to fill in. I need to pick either of these points and fill the y in, the slope in, and the x in. It doesn't matter which point you pick. None whatsoever, whichever one you like better. I picked the first one last time. How about I pick the second one? I'll pick this one. That's an x, that's a y. -7. The slope is -6/13. Your x value is 5. A little bit of cleanup, and you're done. That's your final answer. There's no additional work to do. It's over with. It's finished. You're like, woohoo, score. So the first thing I need to do is find the slope. -1, -2. I'm going to write them above each other. The y's go on top. The x's go on bottom. So I have -6/-8. So first that goes positive. Then I reduce it. There's a 2 that pops out, so 3/4. This is the pattern that you're looking to fill out, called point slope form. Point slope. I'm going to leave a gap where everything's going to fill in. I'm advocating you guys do this. Then go and fill in what you need to fill in. I like these because they're positive, so I use those. It wouldn't matter. You could fill in those, but I'm going to fill this one in. The y value is 4, the slope was 3/4, and the x value was 7. You're finished. That is your final answer. There is nothing additional to do. Okay. Let's try this one. Fill those in. How about 4, -4? The y's go on top. The x's go on bottom. So you have -10/0. So that's an undefined slope. And what you should recognize when you see undefined slope is that's a vertical line. And it says write your answer in point slope form unless it is a vertical or horizontal line. So you have to have memorized or in your notes, if the slope's undefined, it means it's a vertical line, so your equation is x is equal to some number. Well, what's that x value? 4. It's at 4 in both of them. That's your final answer. Once you identify the slope is undefined, you should jump to this. Okay, let's try this one. Let's write 8, 3. Filling this out. The y's go on top, x's go on the bottom. Those go plus. I get 0/17, which is worth 0. And you should say to yourself, self, this means, therefore, it is a horizontal line. Whoops, that's a heck of a Z. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. That's a horizontal line. So the equation looks like y equals some number. What's the y value? So y is equal to 3, and you're done. Okay? So that's your assignment, and I'll go through, well, it's going to be attached to which assignment it is, so I really don't need to list it. So thank you for your time. Have yourself a great one. Talk to you guys soon.